This is Biarritz. Here the Pyrenees begin to meet the ocean in France. It was here that I first saw the ridge I had been heading towards for 3 months. But Biarritz is just one of the many places I will show you in this third part of my travel series. And if you watch this video until the end, you will see how life can connect reality with dreams. Let's pick up where we left off in the previous episode. From Europe's largest sand dune, I set off further south, and the diversity of the seaside landscape never stopped surprising me. So let me take you on a trip along the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. I arrived at Étang de Léon on the 83rd day of my journey to the Pyrenees. That night I slept on the beach near the rough sea, and then when I rode my bike to the lake, it was like exchanging a howly windy hell for a quiet and peaceful paradise. Spring was in a full swing, but even so, the area around the lake was devoid of tourists. And that's what I love most about traveling. Beautiful places without crowds. Then even the most ordinary place is a divine paradise. Just like this lake near Plage de Messanges, a seemingly ordinary place, just a few hundred meters from the busy beach car park, offers quiet and picturesque nooks in any weather, which few people visit because the nearby beach is just more attractive to them. And so you can spend the entire afternoon here all alone with only the animals and colorful types of plants that grow in these wetlands. I arrived in the French town of Biarritz on the 87th day of my journey to the Pyrenees. 3 nights in my car right by the library on the edge of town were quiet and uneventful. Biarritz is a place where posh restaurants, expensive hotels, and private mansions meet the laid-back surf culture of the crowded beaches. Nothing for me, but still, I wanted to look at the panorama of the city from the lighthouse and from the rocky outcrops around the aquarium. And what a beautiful sight it is, isn't it? So, here we are, finally at the start of the Spanish trail through the Pyrenees. But before we go on it together, I want to take you on a short trip further along the Spanish coast. This roadside viewpoint is located near the town of Deba in Spain. I visited this place with my dad on our last trip through Europe in 2005. It was just one of many stops on our way to Portugal. Right on this beach, we met a Czech truck driver who parked in the same spot as us, and it was with him that we spent the whole afternoon talking over a beer about everything and nothing. And it was then I dreamed again what it would be like to roam Europe as a truck driver. I had a dream of becoming a truck driver since childhood, and it hasn't left me to this day. And so, I returned to this memorable beach to remember not only the beautiful afternoons on the road with my dad, but also the dreams that may never come true. At this moment, I had no idea that my dream of becoming a truck driver will be fulfilled very soon. I met Louis the very same afternoon. He was a British truck driver who stopped at the very same spot as me just to take a break on his job. We started talking and decided to take a short walk together to a nearby chapel. He told me all about his job and I listened carefully. And 2 days later, my old dream came true. I often think about how incredibly colorful life can be, and how seemingly insignificant decisions can lead to great experiences. The longer I am in this world, the more I realize that planning every step in life's journey in detail makes no sense. The present moment and its unpredictability is everything to me. And here is why. the next episode, I will show you both places by the Atlantic Ocean where the well-known trails through the Pyrenees begin. I climbed the first peaks and show you what I experienced in the mountains. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to support production of more videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.